resiliency, discipline, hope, motivation, all that stuff. So if you're new to the community, babies, welcome. Sweetness. This is now your nightly self-care routine, baby. And you do whatever you need to during this time. Be in the session, fall asleep, listen to it while you're doing something else. That's your business, baby. That is your business. And for all my returning babies, welcome, welcome back. Mama loves you. So happy to see you in this space. But more importantly, happy that you are taking time out for your daily self-care practice, okay? Okay. So if you're new, we start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and a collective. And because consent matters, baby, what am I going to ask you? Do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Cool. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And your Ashe is like the concept of Chi, which is your life force energy. It comes from the Yoruba tradition, as we know that Chi comes from the TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine aspect of healing. So it is just your energy in your wave, in your flow, okay? So let's go through setbacks, and so begin by just going through some washing here, and that's just letting go. When you have a setback, it oftentimes creates an opportunity for you to know why you are doing something. Are you doing it because you need for others to notice what you're doing right now? Are you doing it because you love to do it? Are you doing it regardless of how others feel about it? Just how you feel about it. That's up to you. But what setbacks teach us is they teach us how to persist when things aren't going the way we expect them to, but yet we still have love and drive and motivation for something. And if you let a setback, and I'm going to get into the washing, but if you let a setback prevent you or stop you from a dream or a goal, you engage in self-sabotage, because setbacks don't mean that something isn't working. A setback lets you know that when the external conditions are perhaps not ideal, how do you handle that? What do you do to get to the other side? That's what it teaches you. That's what it lets you know. But sometimes the mind can play tricks on us and make us think that a setback is the opposite, which is it's just a sign that something isn't working or worth it, or that it will not work. And that is far from the truth. It is those who are able to persist through setbacks that define the world we live in today. It is those who gave up, even though they were talented, even though they were brilliant, but they gave up. Those who gave up, that didn't get a chance to have their dream and their purpose fulfilled. So the setback is a tool used to sharpen you. Now you do what you need to, babies, because no one likes to hear something not go their way. But understand, what that you wouldn't have been able to see before if everything was going just smooth. And also understand that you start to stand out when you're able to hold your head up high and continue to work towards something, even when things aren't going the way that you had hoped it to go. You start to stand out. First, people start to look at you like, yeah, they're crazy. Then they start to pay attention to what you're doing because what you wanted to share was always purposeful. And then after you get that momentum, after many people have fallen off and you just keep going, then people start to look and just think, wow, how amazing are you? It really is that simple. I see people all the time who want to have wellness communities like this community. And the only difference between me and them, or me and you, is just me putting in the time each and every day to facilitate these experiences, make sure that they're enjoyable for you, and to open up the dialogue to conversation. That's it. That is it. But most people will not put in the time for what they want. And when you have setbacks, babies, I had a good year or two where it was just me and might have been 1,000 people. I know that I don't even think I got to 1,000 people the first year. And you see how much I post these videos. But those people who were there, they were the right people. They were like we are now in this community. They were loving each other and supporting each other. And it was more purposeful than if it was just a lot of people there saying crazy stuff. I used to think, oh gosh, if I get on the internet, people are going to say crazy stuff. But what I realize is sometimes it takes a while for you to blossom and bloom, because time is attracting the right surrounding for you. A lot of times when people are just kind of catapulted into something they're not prepared to, they may love it, but they might fall under the pressure. And also the people who are around them, they haven't had enough time to know who they truly are. You know who I am. You can go and look through all 620 videos to see it. And it creates a safe space. You know, when you come into this space, it is a space that is safe. I don't be allowing no riffraff. And you know, that's just how it is. But if you want to overcome a setback, you just have to keep taking steps forward. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all, babies. And just do it the best way you know how. And you know, this is like next level manifestation. I'm about to teach y'all some stuff. I'm gonna get y'all into some, you know what I'm saying? Next level manifestation. When you have setbacks, there's always clues from the universe that teach you how to have like a little hack in the setback. It's almost like what appears on the outside looks like a setback, but really the universe is sending you an opportunity to take yourself forward very quickly. But the shift is an internal one, and then the external results come later. And a lot of people just, they don't know how to spot that, or they haven't taken the time to, you know, learn how to value that. It gets, babies, it gets easier it's just another tool from the universe. You know, I was talking about all last month about our feelings being, you know, the paints on the canvas of life, that each feeling is purposeful, that each feeling is needed, and that you can use these feelings to take you to the next level. So many times people don't want to have their feelings, they just want to be happy all the time. That's unrealistic. Everything is purposeful. Just like everything you experience in life, these setbacks are purposeful. So take a moment within yourself. As I just wash through the aura, take a moment within yourself to ask, what were you trying to tell me, universe, that's going to take me to the next level? What were you trying to tell me, universe, that's going to take me to the next level? What were you trying to tell me, universe, that's going to take me to the next level? I knew in my own life that something would be a success when I start to notice people who just out of the blue start, you know, feeling like, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Or having something to say when, you know, typically they wouldn't care. I'm like, oh, people are starting to see my energy change and shift, and they themselves are not ready to change. So they're questioning what I'm doing, and them questioning what I'm doing has nothing to do with me and my path. So that's what I'm saying. This setback that you have, sweetness, it has nothing to do with you and your path. It's just kind of like a little gateway from the universe to give you an opportunity to jump forward into your life. And you gotta be able to let some people go, to let your own self go, the mentality of who you were, to elevate yourself in a greater and a bigger and more purposeful way. I think about it all the time as I facilitate different communities to come together and have these healing and self-care talks. I realize that the impact of me showing up and deciding to make sure that I post and making sure that I create a space where people can come and interact with each other, that's impactful. So it doesn't really matter about anything else that happens. As long as I'm able to create that impact, I feel motivated and excited to show up and to have these videos and to have these moments and to try new things out. It's the impact. It's not the views. It's not the subscribers. It's not people telling me, oh, Jet, you're so great. You can give me some more of that though. I'm just kidding. But it's not that at all. It's the impact. When I read in the comments someone saying, I went through this and I grew, and someone else saying, oh, that is so beautiful, I understand that my efforts create an environment where two complete strangers could come and make each other feel supported. So what are you doing? What is your impact? How do you connect with people? What is it that you're doing that you know? This is your karmic experience. This is North Node stuff. This is what your soul promised yourself Most of the time, people tell me that what they love so much about the community is that they feel that I spoil you. They feel that they're being spoiled. And that's really important, because when you learn how to spoil yourself, you won't need me anymore, which is good. That's a good thing. That's the goal. Or maybe you'll like to overindulge, you spoil yourself, and then you'll, get a little bit extra from me. But when you are on that journey of self-love, it can be very comforting to have someone just say it's okay, that you are so lovely, and to show you, and to live as an example, and to create a space where it's like, love yourself, and you don't have to have a reason why. Yeah, just do, just because. That's good enough. And go through life. Yeah, go through shit from time. That's okay. That's good. And just keeping it going. Well, babies, I had a fantabulous time per usual, and I want to say thank you for stopping by for your nightly self-care routine. You come back tomorrow, and this is an important time for you to take care of yourself, to remind yourself that most of the things that we want to see on the outside start with those shifts on the inside. So working on yourself, having self-care practices that you do, it's what aligns you so you can receive what you want externally. It's that simple. It's that simple. So let's get a couple of tools, okay? First thing we're gonna need is our infused pin, infused in energy, not anything else. And something, to use to write on, because, there's power in your words. There's power in what you say. There's a lot of power when you write things down with your hands. Some people like to type things out, but writing things down with your hands, that's a nice feeling, a nice touch too. And this is one of my favorite colors. You know what? As an adult, I'm going to say that this is my favorite color. My favorite color of all time is yellow, but honestly, I think that rose gold does it. It tops. It tops everything. And then after the pen, we gotta get something to write with or write on. So just when you see this dream life, how far into the future is it? Is it a couple months? Is it a couple years? You know? Also, what are the important things that need to be in this dream life when it comes to, you know, what you do? What is the purpose that you are bringing into life? Or, you know, what is the purpose that you feel like in this moment that is like pulling you forward in a direction of peace and clarity and love and all that stuff? So you want to incorporate that vision, that essence, that foundation into your dream life. Okay. If there's anything that is a little bit challenging, you know, how can you let that go so that you can go forth into your dream life? Okay. And what areas do you think you need to grow into? And when I say areas that you need to grow into, not that you are deficient, but in fact that you might have a talent and you haven't been like really growing into it. So what areas of life would that be for you? Okay. Okay, good job. So, based on what you have told me, you know, your dream life sounds pretty awesome. And there's nothing limiting you from being able to get or have the dream life. Nothing. It's just up to you if you want to pursue it. Because everything, you know, even things we care about, things we don't care about, you know, any dream that has ever been had, you know, it's always harder work than the work we imagine in our mind, you know. The harder work is being consistent or showing up or navigating uncertain times. That's it right there. So, anything that you requested, anything that you know, envision as a part of your dream life, it is 100% available now, in this moment. Okay. I'm just gonna put a couple more notes. Okay. 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 Your dreams, you know, what you want, what you secretly want, or you feel like it's really big. It's, you know, it's always really cool when you accomplish something or you get somewhere that you never thought you could go. You know, I think that's everything that the dream life is talking about. The dream life says, oh, you know, there's this life that is different than the life that you have now in a bigger way, and this is how it would be, and this is how you would feel. I wonder how it feels in real life. And then when you have those magical moments when you take a dream and it actually does become reality, it's just so surreal. It's like, whoa, you know, can't believe that used to be a thought in my head and now it's reality. Whoa, mind blown right there. And in those moments, it's like you realize, whoa, all of the things that you did right or that you needed to do in order to get to where you were before. Whereas before, it was like a mystery, like, oh, how do you get there so far in that direction and the way that you need to go? And then when you actually just fumble your way through life and figure it out, it's super empowering, super cool. Just all of these qualities that really take on that dream. So now I'm just gonna work some hands in here because why not? So just start to say, I am yourself, hop on over, okay? And I'm sure it's not just night, it's different times, where based off your time zone, but this is a safe space to do so every night, okay? Cool. And if you really enjoy this mystical learning, hop on over to Patreon, where we do deep dives, we vote on things, and we vote on the themes of these different mystical topics to explore each month. Last month, we just finished Reiki. That was a really fun one. And this month coming up, we are doing intuitive guides, spirit guides, animal guides. So really excited to explore that. So let's get started. Oh, one more. If you're not feeling that good and you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, head on over to the gratitude community, where you can leave and read gratitude. It always makes me feel good. I just want people to know that, like, this journey of the internet, which I talk about often, I thought was going to be a lot of people just angry all the time. And then what I realized was, in this community, 99.99999% of all of these experiences are loving and understanding and growth oriented. All of these literal strangers coming together, being vulnerable, and really supporting each other. So we have that in the comment section, we have that in the gratitude, we have that in the live chat, we have it in all those places. So know that there's community here, and I hope you continue to build and join communities around you, okay? So, okay, with enjoying life, there's so much that goes into it. I'm gonna work on your aura as I speak, but just checking in with you, baby, just checking in with you. With enjoying life, there's so much that comes with that. The theme that came up yesterday, which was enjoying the patience of it. That's tough, right? I recently joined an accountability group because I had said I want to focus more on work life. I love working. I love being creative, but I knew that I'm much more creative when I have an interesting life and less creative when I don't. personally love ASMR. I find it so relaxing and tingly and all of that kind of stuff. And having and holding this safe and sacred space is super fun and super loving. You know, shout out to all of those who are holding these collective healing spaces. I often look at people in ASMR, even if they're not in the healing space, as healers holding this space, because look, the comment sections in ASMR videos are always a very loving and very nice place because of the intention. And so shout out to all those out there doing this lovely good work. But yes, I asked, why are people here? And it was so lovely to know that people are here overwhelmingly because of the same reasons why I'm here. Let's talk about this mystical stuff. Let's work on this different stuff. Let's go through these energy healings. And let's do it in an ASMR way. Yeah, we're in the right place, y'all. We are in the right place. And as a healer myself, it was really fun to go from in-person to online. My experience of holding spaces in person and online has been so different because I knew I loved distance healing. I knew that's what I wanted to focus on, but it wasn't until I started to go in, do the work, be consistent, consistently offering this healing space, that I'm like, this is nice. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I mean, down to the moment of when I met my teacher. And the craziest thing was, I always know when a moment is going to change my life. So pay attention to this, okay? I always know when a moment is going to change my life because it is so light and easy. I'm often given a very simple choice. You gonna get your ass out this bed and go do X, Y, and Z, or are you gonna chill? And it's usually I have something to do that, you know, it's just really like, it just seems like, you know, a nice, interesting thing. But I always have this intuitive moment of like, if you do this, this will change your life. If you don't do it, a new opportunity will show up in a different way. But, you know, it is those moments, those little like nuggets that show up and you're like, whoa, okay, this is one of those moments. Okay, let me go do the right thing and let me go, you know, do this or do that. And believe me, there's so many doors. There's no wrong way of doing something, but you just know. And going in on this journey, I saw a moment and I was like, okay, it was really focused on me. I love to learn more. I love to have the education of things. I really enjoy these mystical conversations, and I went with it, and I just kept going and kept going and kept going. A lot of it holding a strong healing space for me, my own self, because as I train practitioners, I always say, look, it is lovely that you're able to give this to others, but if you're not balanced, it's really pointless to give to others. The reason why is because you're not really modeling to them what they need to do. You're kind of modeling the opposite of that. And so being able to hold this space for me with the right boundaries that I need, and in a way that's really like easy for me to interact, has been so lovely and so powerful. So thank you for sharing this space with me. But back to you. How do you enjoy love? How is life going for you? What is so special about life right now? And I'm talking about the simple things. Having a good meal, baby. Taking a nap. You ever been at work and you just like, you took a nap in your car, you took a nap somewhere. I was really famous for these like long bathroom breaks of where I would completely fine. Okay? It is completely fine. They're gonna figure it out. And if you give them instructions, yes. And then sometimes people just want to lean on you for things they can do themselves. Time to grow up. And time to hold this space for yourself, okay? For work-related things, if you are on call, let me tell you the biggest work hack that I ever learned was this. All you gotta do is just say you're working on something else. Come up with your excuse beforehand and go take a reasonable amount of time that you feel like that you can take, okay? Oh, was working on this thing. Jump back in. Nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. Let's take me to TikTok. Nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. Okay. And then removing those away. Let's get to you. Because you, which is the energetic aspect, you gotta give yourself permission. You have to give yourself permission. If you do not give yourself permission, none of these things can happen. Because this is what I notice. When a person gives themselves permission, it don't matter what's happening on the outside. They will get shit done, or they will make the connection, or they will do X, Y, and Z. Period. Period. With a T on the end, y'all. So, let's make sure you're good there. So, whatever you commented or whatever you connected to, I want you to think about how you enjoy life, or your definition of enjoying life you were just talking about, and bringing that to the mind's eye. And I'll pull it out a little bit if you're having a hard time connecting. Just pulling it out and putting it over you. How does it make it feel? Bringing that out. What does it feel like? Okay, just making sure the energy is flowing in the direction that it needs to flow in. And you know what's best for you. Just letting it flow in that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pattern. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, 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 okay. And just feel good in this moment. Feel good, 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 feel there. So sometimes people just like listening to it while they are working or while they are doing their manifestation work or whatever it is. Just use this as a nice place to just show up, knowing that it's there, baby, knowing that it's there, okay? And just making sure you have everything you need in this moment. Everything you need, 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 and allow yourself to be. Not only do you deserve to enjoy life as it is now, as you're growing and blossoming into whatever the life it is that you are having, but I think it's more than that. I think it's that you have to learn how to switch your brain, your understanding, and your energetic flow. Do you believe that life, or the beauty of life, is in the present, or do you think it's in the future? Because if you think it's in the future, you're never going to be able to have it, because there's always going to be a new future, even if you accomplish your goals. Because there's always going to be a new future, even if you accomplish your goals. But if you believe enjoying life is in the present now, then you will be receptive to now. I'm going to say it to you one more time, baby. I'm going to say it to you one more time. If you believe that happiness is in the future or the past, the good old days, whatever. If you believe that, you're not going to really find happiness, because there's always going to be a new future, and the past just gets farther and farther away. But if you believe that happiness is now, in whatever moment, thank you for being able to breathe, thank you for being able to do this, thank you for being able to do that, thank you for a nourishing meal, thank you for the environment and the trees and the animals and all of these ecosystems that make it so that we can live. Whatever that is, if you believe that now is the paradise, that now is the moment of action and enjoyment, now, then you will be able to enjoy life. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. Then you can enjoy life. That in a nutshell is how to enjoy life. And then when you are building a habit, what you focus on grows. So if you focus on now in the present moment and all of those things, each day you'll be more and more receptive. Same thing for other kinds of connections too. But use this moment. Know your power. Know what you can do. Know that the mind, the energy is limitless. And all you need is just a matter of time and the physical reality to bring things to be. You have it. The power is in with you. You have it. The power is within you. Okay, family. While I enjoyed this session today, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like these kinds of conversations, I would definitely say check out the podcast Organize Your Purpose. It's on all streaming platforms. Also, a new playlist drops of all of these healing sessions in Spotify title every week. So if you just like the audio version, you can jump in to that too. I really enjoyed our time together. I really enjoyed these moments. about those responses from me, baby. I'm back in the game. So, today we have a very special healing session, and we are going to be working on manifesting a new life. Oh, yes. So, if you would like additional support, head on over to the Patreon community. If you would like to become a Reiki practitioner, September 1st is when sign up for Reiki Level 1 First Degree Reiki Practitioner starts, and I will post all that information. It's right around the corner. So excited, but let's get started. So there's so much change. I feel like 2020 was like that feeling of just pause, nothing is moving, like it throws you off your routine. But 2021, look, everybody was just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be out here. For all my adults out there, the great resignation, everybody leaving and transitioning and moving on to things that are serving them better. And for everybody else, just really having that time to think about what's important and not waste a second or a moment in life. You just get out there and start doing. And the universe is presenting many opportunities for you to be able to actually do that, to be able to actually go forth in these things that are better suited for you. And it gave you an opportunity to really sit and think, like, what is best for you, what isn't, during that 2020 year. Now it's time to get up and go, and do not question it, just let it flow. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as community. And I don't know if you can see it today, because consent matters. Do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, may I touch you? Okay. Breathe in and out. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Let your ashe just, okay. So just taking this moment to just work with this energy around you. No judgment here, just being in this moment with you. And I want you to start to think about the things that are actually important to you long term. What life do you want to live? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to see your life develop into? Is that moving or traveling? Is that being in one place, What is it that is important to you, and how can you connect to that? You already know. You've had a whole year plus to really decide what that is. But now the opportunity is ripe. You might have already seen things pop up in your life that is pushing you onto your next vibrational path. And being able to accept that you are ready for that next level, you gotta inhale and exhale and move forward. You don't have to know how to or why or what to do next, but just trust that it is presented. Just trust that if it is presented to you, you are able to find your way through. Think of all of these times in your life where you had to go do something through uncertainty, or you just don't know. You don't have the exposure, the experience, and you always work it out. And guess what? I feel like those experiences are the most rewarding when you go and do something that you have little background on, and you show up and you just make shit happen. I think it's so beautiful and lovely how it just gives you that extra sense of confidence. Like, you don't need to control everything, you don't need to know everything. You are allowed to have this abundant energy flowing in your life just because you're ready for it. And you had to have that opportunity to let things go. I talk about it all the time, being an emotional or an energetic hoarder. An energetic hoarder is someone who is not ready to let go of the things they need to let go to allow them to grow, but at the same time wants to manifest and sometimes you gotta just let the universe, source, God, or whatever it is you believe in, that's your business, bring what is right for you. Because sometimes you want things, but from an unconscious standpoint, it's from a state of lack. So you end up getting what you want, right? You're like, oh yeah, I've mastered the universe, I can manipulate shit. And then you have to go through all of that pain and hurt by forcing things. Just let things unravel. I do collective readings. I do healing sessions. I do all of these things. And when it comes to myself, I pace myself. I'll look at my natal chart maybe maybe once a year, once every couple months. If I'm really pressed, once a month or something like that, just because I'm curious. But I let things happen. When I pull cards for myself, once in a while, sometimes I just get like Refocus to do it. And it's so funny because Refocus is my sister. She'll be like, what does this mean to you? I say, girl, that's your job. I could do this for myself if I needed to. You tell me. But what I try to do is keep it open to the fact that I don't need to know what is going on every moment in the universe on my path. I just let it happen because I think I'm more receptive when I don't know everything. I'm not gonna overthink the shit. And so I'm just giving a little bit of advice, if I could, that just release, let go, and go with the flow. So if you're ready for a new life, simply say you're ready for it and work from the highest in a life of peace, a life of calm, a life of happiness, a life of balance. You can get into the details and the specifics, but sometimes I like to keep it open. Don't like a little surprise here or there, pop up on me. So just having that energy and that movement right there. Okay. So let me just work with this energy balancing you so that you're able to receive this beautiful life that you are so deserving of. That is for your highest vibrational good. That is for your sense of relaxation, comfort, understanding, and patience. All of these things are very much so available to you whenever you need it, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll go a little slower. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, good job. And then go ahead and give me 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. You're doing a fantastic job, and let's just go in and just move this energy around, balancing you in your energy, balancing you in your energy, and making you nice and receptive to the blessings that the universe has for you. So just warming up my hands here and just moving the energy around you, around you, around you. Let's go the other way as well. Moving this energy around you, around you, around you. Moving this energy around you, around you, around you. And just having this space of just peace, describe what life it is that you're looking for, what energy you would like to move forward into in your new experience in this vibrational path, and just release, let it go, and accept it. It is when you're able to put it out there and let it go, not trying to control it or micromanage it, is when it's more likely to come back to you. And sometimes you might have to distract yourself into something else interesting in order to just release it and let it go. That's why I keep hobbies. I keep this hobby, I keep that hobby. It just keeps it going and keeps it flowing, because you can set the intention of something that you want, but you have to be able to not suffocate it. You want to hold it so tight that you're not letting the air get in, you're not letting light, you're not letting any nutrients get into it. No, you want to say, this is what I want, put it out in the universe, let it flow away, and trust that it'll come back to you. And if it doesn't, it'll always be something better that comes back. I mean, that's how the universe works. And it's really our perception of how we're perceiving what is coming back. Like, oh, I wanted a hamburger, but then you got a steak. Well, I wanted a hamburger. We're really gonna argue between a hamburger and a steak. And for those who are don't want that, you wanted, I don't know, a piece of pie, and then you got some really decked out dessert or something. You got a crepe, a crepe cake, and you're really gonna argue between that, a pie and a crepe cake? Come on now. Accept it. Don't lowball yourself, don't minimize yourself, and also take all of this pressure, energetic stuff, energetic baggage from yourself and from other people. Release it and let it go. 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 And make no judgment. Just allow it to be. Just allow it to flow very freely. Allow it to be. 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 And flow so freely. You are deserving. And let's just make sure this energy is all right. Let's bring in that all the way. Bring it around town. Then you do this, then you do this, then you do. As you know, I'm paid in smiles. Okay. So breathing in here. Just working through your energy. Just giving you a nice little energetic massage here, okay? Just relax. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Relax. Okay. Got it. And just feel yourself in the place that you want to be. A year, 2 years, 5, 10 years. Feel yourself there. Okay. Okay. Breathing in and out here. Just allowing the energy to move throughout the space. No judgment, nothing, just moving in the space. And just kind of playing with the energy a little bit. Just going back and forth. And receiving the life that you want. Allowing it to cleanse through your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. And just flushing that through. Bringing that energy, picking it back up. Fresh, rejuvenating energy from the root. The sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and all the way back up into the crown. Just working on the aura outside. Balanced, 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 moment, accepting who you are. And I think that self-acceptance is the most important thing thus far, because without self-acceptance, how can we really connect with our energy and do the fantastic things that we're meant to do? We have to accept that we are the best individual with the best set of circumstances in order to do whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing in this moment. And being able to relax, release, and let go is one of the most beautiful things that will allow us to grow, will allow us to accept more into our life and be able to release and let go those things that are taking up too much space and that just need to be let go. Okay. Let's get some more of this just all around your energy. Okay. Just breathing in and out here. Focused on just the peace and the calm. Okay. Well, family, you did a fantastic job today. Just going to smooth over your aura. Seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, if no one has said it, thank you for allowing me to facilitate your self-care journey each and every night. I appreciate this space. I do not take it for granted. I love you to bits. You know that already, and feel safe in the space, but more importantly, feel safe in your body. You know, you only get one of them, and you only get one life, at least in this incarnation anyway. You only get one life, so why not enjoy every moment of it? There will be tough times, there will be easier times, but I don't want you to force yourself around everything that is so hard, or just be upset if things are not easy all the time. Accept it as it is, you know. Give yourself forgiveness, but even more than forgiveness, give yourself compassion. Just don't put any judgment on the life that you have lived. Accept your life and yourself for whatever it is, and make decisions on where you want to go. Because if you carry around a ball and chain of like, oh, I did this wrong, or oh, this didn't happen right, or something like that, then you're always going to have to carry that, trying to go into your future with that. Let it go. Accept it. Okay, things happen the way that they happen, but there's so much more for you out there. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, a place where you just come chill, chillax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who would like to see you blossom and or bloom. And so all my new babies, welcome, and for all my returning babies, welcome back. Mama loves you. So happy to be in this space with you. So as you know, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Metachu. Okay. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information from our highest intention only. Please allow us to let go of what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So we're gonna just go through with the activating. So we're gonna just start here. So just relax, just breathe in and out. That's all you gotta do here. Okay. Chukuri, 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 anjasi shonuk, anjasi shonuk, anjasi shonuk, saheki, 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 daikyamyo, 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 you're doing it wrong. You're not doing it wrong. This is exactly how it's supposed to be done. So bringing you back here, and I'm going to continue to do Reiki symbols, okay? Saiki, 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 challenged. It doesn't feel good, but it helps with growth. So understanding that it's just two buckets. So whatever this experience was that you feel like is kind of holding you back, whatever that is, you have to look at it and understand the true purpose. A lot of times it's a gift, and I know that that kind of sounds a little funny, but it's a gift in the fact that if you didn't listen to the signs when it was subtle, it sent you the message when it was loud. And so you saw it as a burden, but it was the only time that you could just be stopped to actually have to address these things that the universe, that your higher self, that the energy itself just wanted you to know and to ultimately guide you on your path. So I'm just working through that. I'm going to bring it back here. And I'm going to go back into those Reiki symbols. Okay, I'm just breathing here. Okay. Chakuri, 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 anjase shonung, ansase shonung, anjase shonung, ansase shonung, saheiki, 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 heiki, daikyo-myo, 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 riku, 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 riku. Okay, so this number 5 is coming up. We know that 5 in numerology has a lot to do with traveling, meeting new people, learning new things. It kind of gives like the curiosity of Gemini and the traveling energy of Sagittarius all at the same time. So there's something about whatever this dream is that will happen. It requires you to make more connections, or it's really your energy is just kind of taking the moment to acknowledge every person that helped you along the way, and that's going to be important along your path, to be able to recognize every person that has helped you and every person that will continue to help, and know that you are that for other people too, just as they are that for you. And so your energy is just appreciating that. It's just connecting in very deeply and just appreciating that as reality. Breathing in and out. Okay. Inhale and exhale. I'm trying to stick to the Reiki symbols, but I'm getting lost in between the worlds, like in between the physical right now and the energetic of what's happening on your path. So I have all this commentary, but I'm trying to remember to stick to the Reiki symbols to continue to activate. But I'm a key to tea, baby. I'm a key to tea. I'm just like opening the curtain and I'm just doing a little bit, so I'm like this. Okay. But I'm getting tired of running back and forth. Okay. Chukuri, 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 anjase shonung, anjase shonung, anjase shonung, saheiki, 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 daikyo-myo, 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 riku, 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 riku. Okay, good job. Okay, I'm just gonna work through that. Okay, it will happen. You will make it happen. It will happen. You're going to make it happen, and you feel a shift within yourself. You're changing, and just understand that change happens often, both in just little things and big personality changes too. Oftentimes, if you want to rechart your course, you have to change your personality. You're still the same person. You like what you like, but sometimes it means having to important for moving on. You can 100% release that. You can move that away from the body. You can send it on to its next evolutionary path. You don't have to keep it with you. But just because you feel something doesn't mean it has to be a permanent fixture in your life. You can let it go. I'm going to go back into the Reiki symbols. Just behind the intention that it will happen, just kind of close you up here and go in with Reiki symbols again. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed this session. I had a fantabulous time. You are on the path that you need to be on. Just work on letting go of that baggage. And when you're in these sessions, it helps to open you up. It helps you to realize certain things. But you have to take the actual effort of making the change in your life if you want to be able to make sure your dreams actually happen. Okay, so sometimes it's all up here, but sometimes it's in the physical reality too, bringing that energetic into the physical reality you have. So if you're new to the communities, welcome, 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 babies. This is your daily self-care routine, your nightly self-care routine. And for all my new babies, what you do is you do whatever you need to do during this time to take care of yourself and, to heal and to do what you need to do. Even just have fun. And for all my returning babies, Mama loves you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started now. Just take a couple breaths, relax. Take a couple breaths, relax into this, and begin to let go. Start to see your life as a distant memory, something that no longer impacts you, something that no longer impairs you. Every moment up until now appears like a dream. A dream, a movie, a show, episodes, maybe one long film, maybe one long book, or comic book, or audiobook, whatever that is. See your life as that. Now, sweetness, you have some choices to make. I'm not trying to red pill, blue pill you, but simply to say, you have some choices. The next moves that you make define your next chapter. You have to ask yourself, do you still want to learn the same lessons? Are you ready to embrace a new path? It's up to you. There's no wrong answer. The more that you are pulled back into old things, old ways of being, old mentalities, karmic cycles that just go on and on and on and on, highs and lows. It's just that, a decision you have to make. And what decision is that you want to make? Are you ready to let go? Are you ready to release and grow? Inhale. Exhale. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. 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 It's up to you. To let go of what is no longer serving you and to embrace what is. What isn't serving you may feel confusing at times, may feel really good and then equally really bad. It may never really have a strong foundation or consistency. It can be in any area of your life. Do you want to keep living that same thing over and over and over again? Or are you ready for something new and different? What is for you feels calm. It feels peaceful. It feels balanced. It doesn't have these high and low spikes. It just simply has that consistency of trust. Don't you deserve that? Are you ready for that? I think a good answer would be like, yes, of course. But in order to have that, you have to let some people go. Go on their own path. You have to let some ideas go. The ideas that never belong to you. You have to let other people's dreams go. The dreams that you felt like were is not easy. Many won't be able to make the decision to move on to their next chapter, and it's okay. They will when it's their time. But you, sweetness, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just show up each and every day, ready to embrace the peace and the calm that you deserve, ready to grow the things that you truly want to grow, rather than just being stuck wherever you've felt stuck. So, let it go. Let it go. It's no longer your job. You do not have to carry that baggage. Give yourself permission to let it go, to release it from your energy, to cut those cords, to remove yourself from its frequency, to say no. Sometimes you gotta say no to the people you love, your friends, your family love. Sometimes you gotta say no to the people you admire, those you look up to, those that you feel like you've helped, those that you work with. But it's time to let go of all that does not serve your highest purpose and your highest path, and instead embrace this next chapter, this new life. But enough about the past. Aren't you interested in your new life? What will it have for you? I won't tell you that everything will be perfect all the time. That doesn't make sense, because we learn the most from the curiosity that life has to present to us. But what I will say is that you will grow in better ways. You will be able to feel accomplished in newer ways, and you will be one with your soul's mission. If you want to receive it, now receiving this new life is not just a yes or a no one time, but it is a yes or a no all the time. Constantly saying, yes, I'm ready for this next thing. No, I refuse to breathe life into what does not serve me, even at times where it gets tough. But you know what real pain is. And you know the difference between frustration and trauma. You understand that just because trauma can be familiar and you know how to deal with it, doesn't mean you deserve that. And frustration, as you are working towards things that are important to you, can be overwhelming. But it isn't traumatic. It's a difference. And because it may not be familiar to you, because you've been dealing with pain so long, you might confuse it with something negative, which it is not. So in this next chapter, nothing, no one, no situation can stop you. Nothing, no one, no situation can hold you back. And no dream is bigger than yours. Everyone has the space for their own dream. Your dream being big does not impair anyone else. And the same for others. Their dreams do not impair you. You do not need people to think the same way that you think, or to have the same dreams or goals. That's your gift. So let yourself be unique. yourself be unique. Okay? So I'm just gonna work through this. And I'm gonna give you some time to make the decision. Maybe you still need to heal. But I think we're always gonna be healing, That's okay. Maybe you're too afraid to move on. And that's reasonable and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you're ready. Maybe you just are ready. Maybe fear no longer is a problem. Maybe the truth, the trust that you have within everything working out the way that it needs to work out is all you need. And now, to work on that, adjusting your energy to be at one with all that you need. All that you need. Be receptive to yourself. Connect with yourself. Embrace yourself. You have all the answers that you'll ever need. And trusting in yourself is the key to move forward. So, a couple more moments here. Take your time, okay? No rush. A couple more seconds. Final breath. Beautiful. Now, you see this new chapter. You see this new book, this new life. Allow it to cover you. Allow it to bring you into your highest potential. Allow it to flow through your energy. Allow it to live wherever it needs to live. Allow it to be exactly what it needs to be. I'm going to go and do some Reiki symbols to seal this in. Just breathe in and out here. Yourself again, okay? Never let go, no matter how tough it gets. This is who you protect. This is who you love unconditionally first. And this is the number one reason you are able to do whatever you need to do. Look within yourself, and there you'll find everything that you thought you left behind. Breathe in and out. trust, trust, trust. It will work out. It will work out. Trust, trust, trust. It will work out. Trust, trust, trust. It will work out. And trust, 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 and so it shall be. Good, good, good job. Stay here with yourself. Don't leave. Hold your heart and start this new life connected with your true power found right there in you, okay? Well, family, you did a fantastic job. This is our last session of 2021, and I've enjoyed this entire time. I'm ready to see some new yous, and I'm gonna be here with you along the journey. So I cannot wait to see how you blossom and or bloom. Feel free to share it in the comment section. Okay. Couple more breaths. Good job. For those whose next chapter is to become a Reiki practitioner, I have for a limited amount of time a spring cohort. The attunement will be January 8th, and it is open now for you to enroll in. I cannot wait to see that next chapter of practitioners. Some tourmaline. I love this piece because it has this beautiful little quartz in it. This is my favorite stone of all times. You can see a little bit of the quartz in there. Tourmaline. I literally just chase my dog so I'm out of breath. But why is this my favorite stone? As I use it in the session, it is my favorite stone because it is a stone of the root chakra, and it is a stone of great balance, of great security. So when people experience just a state of not being in balance, some type of chaos, something unexpected, whether that throws off your internal or external equilibrium, this is a wonderful stone for that. Why? Because it reminds you of who you are. It reminds you of who you are. Everything that makes you special, everything that makes you powerful, everything that roots you into who you are. Not the faces that we put on in front of other people for certain situations, but who we really are. And who you really are is 100% strength, 100% peace, 100% balance, 100% openness to whatever it is that is important in your life. That is it. That is it. That is it. So this is the end. This is the end of a karmic cycle. The type of cycle in which fear may have prevented you from living the life that you truly should have been decision, or why can't this just move? Not realizing that this is literally the secret to life. One of the many secrets, okay? But one of these secrets to life is that during uncertain times, nothing is set in stone. So the world is as moldable as you need it to be. Is that not fucking amazing? Like, I don't mean to be like a metaphysical nerd and get a little amped up, but what we're sensing as, oh, this is uncertain, I don't know what to do, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, paralyzed, is really an opportunity to say, okay, I embrace the discomfort. Who gives a fuck about that? Smooth right on over here to say, wow, what do I want to do and what do I want to accomplish? I'm going to remove everything out of my life that no longer serves me and bring into the life something that brings the highest experience. And you will typically know you're doing this because the more things that you kind of push to the side of like, no, this isn't serving, the more use you actually make of your time, less needing to kind of like mindlessly scroll just to get that quick, like, you know, fix of feeling like, oh, I'm important, Instead, you just accept yourself for who you are. You don't need the external validation. You don't need the external stimulation. You just feel fine as you are. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So I'm going to give this to you. Just place your hands out. I'm going to put that right into your little hand, or your medium-sized hand, or your big hand, or whatever size your hand is. If you don't want to use a hand, or the hand is not your thing, I'm giving it to you. You do whatever you need to do with it. Second part, and I paid attention to y'all. Y'all all thought in the fire video that this was a blunt. This is cinnamon. I've been said it was cinnamon. I told you it was cinnamon. It's cinnamon. So this is another great tool, herb, for grounding. Actually, my favorite thing for grounding now. I love cinnamon, period. But the reason why I love it so much now is because cinnamon is very slow burning. It will sustain itself. Energetically, it feels very like I'm safe. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay. And so just creating a space here where you know you're safe. You're safe as you are. No matter what leg of the journey you're on, you are safe as you are. You are safe as you are. So let's create this life that you want, okay? And to really get the life that you want to create, 9 times out of 10, you already know what you like. You know what brings you meaning in your life. But it's just really hard to pursue the things because it might require you to learn something new, or might require you to be resilient in a way that you may have never learned how to be, okay? You might be freaking out over the little stuff. And what you want is really an accumulation of being able to get past all of these little moments. And what that really is finding a way to find mental balance. And working your mind is the same thing as working your body. So you want to build a muscle. So in order to build a muscle, you have to actually tear the muscle, little micro tears. So when you lift up something, this is mad random, but I just happen to have this here, and it's kind of funny because it's just a big ass papaya. Like, it's perfect. Something told me to put this here. Okay, for the demonstration. So when you want to, get a bigger muscle, you gotta work it out. And so this is my pretend weight. This is my papaya. I'm working out the muscle, okay? And the more and more you work out the muscle, the more you have these little micro tears that happen in the muscle. so much time on this, not realizing that getting through challenges actually encourages us to grow bigger. Because think about it, when you were younger, there were things you were really afraid of. Okay, I had I'm gonna be honest here. When I was 10, I had mismatched socks on, and I took my shoes off one time, and someone was like, "You have on mismatched socks," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" As an adult, I'm like, "Y'all are lucky that I wear socks." That's how I really feel. Like, you're lucky that. But it really does take facing that's a little baby challenge, but facing the challenge in order to in order to move forward in steps. So then when you become an adult, it's like the challenge is speaking up for yourself somewhere, or requiring that people treat you with respect, not requiring that people grovel over you, or that something like that, but respect yourself, respect others, make sure people are treating you with respect, so they're treating you with kind words. It doesn't mean that people have to agree with you. It simply means that people are speaking to you in a respectful way. And there's a lot of things that everyone learns when they're younger that really shapes them into who they become. So if you feel this irrational fear of something, you need to go chase it. You want to get so far past that fear that you are now in the dream life you want. And you got to think about it like this. How many times do we force ourselves to do things we don't want and it's uncomfortable? Versus how many times do we force ourselves to do things that we want that are uncomfortable? Because that discomfort is actually where you grow. A lot of times, people spend most of their time doing uncomfortable things that they don't want to do versus doing the things they want to do that's uncomfortable, because of the mental balance, the energetic balance, and then that starts moving into the soul, that starts moving in other directions as well, and being able to be at one. So know that nothing is set in stone, and that whatever you want to do, whatever life you want to build, you really can do it during this time. Think about it like a marathon, not a sprint. How did the tortoise win? Slow and steady. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop assuming you need to be somewhere else, in a different place or a different personality. Stop putting on faces for other people or other things, and just get real comfy and cozy with yourself. I guarantee that you're really fun and really amazing, okay? This is an opportunity for you to be okay with moving on from your yourself as like a little, let me see, I have all these mysterious moles on my hand. You see yourself as one of the little moles, when in fact you might be the entire hand itself. And so it is time to step into that. It is time to come to peace with you needing to be bigger than your current circumstances. You have outgrown your current circumstances. The goals that you need to reach cannot be reached in these current circumstances. So to get there, you have to expand. I wish that you could have what you want where you are at now, but more than what you want will come when you expand. And just trust yourself to expand with that sense of practicality, okay? Practical things that you take, but begin to expand. So I'm going to expand out your vision. I want you to start to see this life when you really take a risk on yourself, when you really have your own back, when you really show up for yourself. I'm going to expand that life. The moments that you show up for yourself, they make up for all the times that anyone did not show up for you or that they disappointed you. Because it is in these moments when you expand yourself and you show up for yourself that you realize that what you were looking or seeking outside has always been inside, and that you can receive a greater sense of love and value from what you can control. And that means you can be a more peaceful and loving person on this earth or wherever you reside, right? Okay. Good job. Good job. I'm just going to take a couple moments to continue to do work here. And just feel it. As I wipe away, I want you to see this vision of your life clear and clear. If it's mentally, you can see it, or you can feel it in your hands, or you have sensory smell or taste the new life, whatever it is to you, I want you to utilize whatever that is that most connects with how you perceive things, okay? And let it be. If we could take a moment almost to transport you into that life, and you see this perfect person in front of you, very human, very confident, but more importantly, very inspired. And you look at their story, and you love the actions they've taken, and you love their endurance and their resilience and their strength, and you appreciate their story. Now from the feet, just start to look up to the knees, the waist, the tummy, the heart, the shoulders, the arms, the fingertips, the neck, all the way to the face and the head. And as you look at this lovely soul, you see this life that you have created. You are that person. You are that person. You are that person standing tall and in your truth, as you are, as you are, as you are. And the only thing that is different is you decided to have your own back, to not doubt yourself, to be human, but to believe in your dream, believe in your goal, and to surrender to the process of getting there. Take a chance on yourself, okay? focus on believing in someone else's goal before our own. Just believe in yourself. I promise that if you believe in yourself, you will get to the destination that you are looking for much sooner, much faster, much quicker, and in a much more peaceful state. Okay. Now tell me, what has been revealed to you? What has happened in this moment? What do you see with clarity? What have you seen? 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 Now bring that to the forefront, that peaceful, simple vision of your life. And let's you and I infuse that vision with protection, with strength, with abundance, and with peace. Feel it in your heart, your body, your limbs, your soul. Feel it through the hands. Feel it through my hands. And bringing forth that energy from the universe, source, God, or whatever it is you want to call this lovely energy out here. And see your vision be supported. Turn that vision into destiny. The only place, way, or location you can exist. The only place, way, location you can exist. The only place, way, location you can exist. Breathing in and out there. Feel it. Feel how good it feels. Feel how lovely it feels. Feel how peaceful it feels. Feel